What's up, YouTube? It's Hello Scott. Now, this is a topic that has been brewing for probably the last few years or two, maybe even longer. It's probably been longer. That Generation Z is lazy. Now, is Generation Z lazy? The honest answer, you can't really just apply that to one generation. But you already know the older generations, just because, there is we don't want to work the 9 to 5 movement anymore. We want to escape the matrix. We don't want to be in the rat race anymore. All of a sudden we're lazy, even though a lot of jobs are hiring. But everybody said all that stuff already. Let me get to the bigger point of my whole point of making this video. So, people are saying Generation Z is lazy, and maybe they're saying you're lazy. So what? I'm not cutting that out. So what? Why do you care so deeply about what other people think? I know at work you probably heard some old head say, yeah, Generation C is lazy, they don't do this, they don't do that. If I was their age, I would do this if I... Bro, here's one thing you have to learn. It's a lot of times where you can just let people think what they want. Let's say I'm at work, and this 58-year-old comes up to me. He says, Generation Z is lazy. Do you know what I would say? I'd probably just tell him, yeah, you're right, they are lazy. Or something like that. Because there's either one or two things they want to have from that interaction. One, they want to argue with you to just disprove your point and to prove that Generation Z is lazy, just so they could just say what they want to because they've been waiting to have the argument. Because if you don't know this, a lot of people like to argue or are waiting for people to say something so they can have a reason to get what they've been thinking about in their head off their chest. So some people like to create arguments just to say what they've been thinking about for however long. Or two, they want the validation that they're right. Those could kind of coincide, but more often than not, that's two reasons. So if somebody was to come up to me and say Generation Z is lazy, you know what I would tell them? Yes, you're right. Even if I don't fully believe it. Because it just, a lot of times in life, you have to tell people what they want to hear. Now imagine if I was so heartfelt pressed that Generation Z is not lazy, which a lot of us are, but it's not just this generation. You can say that about any generation that anybody is lazy. They just, everything bad would always get pinned on the new generation. Just don't worry about it. Next thing you know, Gen Alpha, they gonna be saying they I don't know. I can't think of nothing because I don't like to hurry up and try to hard press and blame stuff on other people. But pretty much, yeah. Let's go say, okay, yeah, they come up to me. Pretty much, just tell people what they want to hear. Let them believe what they want to. What's the difference? My favorite fruit could be apples. His favorite fruit could be oranges. Should we get in an argument about that and fully crash out and damn near strangle each other because, oh, that's your favorite fruit, this is my favorite fruit, no, your favorite fruit wrong? How the fuck are you gonna tell me my opinion wrong? Who cares? It does not matter. Let people think what they want. Just like another example, the Jordan LeBron debate. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say on either side. Chances are, most of the time, they're still gonna keep their same opinion. It doesn't matter what you say on either side. They gonna down talk LeBron rings. Then they gonna say we done with the 80s about, Scotty really care. It's a lot of stuff, but I'm not even gonna go into that. I don't even want to say what side of the debate I'm on. But it's just let people think what they want. Why is it okay? Why does it matter so much what they think? If they think something, is that gonna change your life? Okay. You think the sky is blue, they think the sky is green. Should you go strangle and kill them because they have a different opinion? You may think it's stupid, but who cares? Let people think what they want. Just let people think what they want. Stop getting so hard pressed over opinions. Now I can understand if you're very passionate about something and somebody says something that you don't like. Okay, I can understand that you're passionate about it, but at the same time, still just let people think what they want. There is 8 billion people on this earth. Do you really think you could convince all of them to believe in one thing? I guarantee you, everybody on this earth, there will never be, out of all 8 billion people, there will never be any singular thing they will ever agree on. You can say, oh, we can all agree we're alive. No, because people who are suicidal probably feel like they're dead already. You could probably say, oh no, we all can agree that we're gonna die. First off, babies probably don't know that. And then second off, some people probably think they're going to live forever, or that they'll get reincarnated, so they don't think they technically die anyway. There is nothing that all 8 billion people on this earth will ever agree with all at once. That's why there's different religions. That's why there are different psychologies and ways of thinking and science. That's why that is. So using that logic, if you cannot convince all 8 billion people on earth to believe something, why argue that deeply over it? Okay, this 59-year-old at work says he thinks Generation Z is lazy. Cool. You stay here for 25 more years, right? You stay here for however many more years at this job and do whatever you want. I'm going to try to make money off my phone, and you can call me lazy while you putting your back out and you need a back brace to lift up that fucking 45-pound heavy ass box with equipment in it. You go do that. I make money off my phone. Yeah, you're right, I am lazy. I'm lazy and I make 6 figures, and you work hard and you make 30K a year. Are you proud of yourself? If that's lazy, yes, I'm lazy. Call me whatever you want. There are so many people that probably talk about you behind your back and you don't know. But what you don't know can't hurt you. Remember that. It's so many things that I just would not want to know or would not ask around to know, because why even think about it, right? So just always remember that. There will never be, just try to remember that, 8 billion people on earth, there will never be any time in history that they will all agree on one thing and say that's right. So what's the point of arguing about it if everybody can't agree on it? What's even the point, right? So whether you think Generation Z is lazy or not, that's fine. I'm going to tell you you're right. I'm going to tell you you're right. And even if, okay, let's say you start creating points to argue about it and all that stuff, well, it's just because they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that, they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. I'm just like, I'll probably just get on my, try to get away from you, try to bring up a different conversation and say, oh, I'll just try to walk away from you if you want to argue that bad. But I'm kind of going off the point. But the whole moral is Gen Z, if it really burns up your soul that people say y'all lazy, just let them call you lazy. Would you rather somebody call you lazy and you're a trillionaire in your yacht and all that stuff while they putting their back out? Or would you rather them saying you're a hard worker while you make the same as them, 30K a year, while you putting their back out with them? Which would you rather? I'd rather be called lazy with my eyes closed getting fanned. That I shouldn't have did that. Oh well, just, you guys know what I mean. But hey, if you want to keep caring about what people think, even though there's a solid chance you will never really change their mind, and if you do, okay, well, get ready to change this next person mind who's more stubborn than him. So keep doing that. But that's pretty much the end of the video. If you like the video, subscribe if you want no pressure, and I'll see y'all sellouts on the next one. Stop caring about what people think. Remember that. Stop caring about what people think. Easier said than done, but you can at least try.